know that the pandemic isn't the only healthcare challenge that we have. Long before the pandemic started, there were healthcare challenges, and as the health minister for 2.5 years, I remember many of those, and they've continued on through the pandemic, and in some ways they've probably gotten worse. And so we need to continue to look not just to what has to happen today, but what's going to happen past the pandemic. I want to particularly note that we have been working on a clinical plan to look at how do we strengthen the healthcare system, not just in our largest center in Winnipeg, but really across Manitoba. We knew before the pandemic that we needed to have stronger regional centers outside of Winnipeg, that it couldn't just be Winnipeg bearing the load for healthcare. And so the clinical services plan, which began several years ago, is the reason we are here today. It's the reason this announcement is happening. So it is my pleasure to announce that as part of that clinical plan and the broader plan for the province of Manitoba to bolster healthcare in the city of Winnipeg, but beyond the city of Winnipeg, we are announcing a $32 million expansion and renovation of the Bethesda Regional Health Centre. That will ensure that this center becomes and continues to be the district regional hub, and the many services that otherwise might take place in Winnipeg, people will be able to get some of those services here. The $32 million expansion and investment will add 23 acute care medicine beds and ensure that we have additional support and for surgical capacity. Additionally, there will be support for palliative and end-of-life care, cardiopulmonary disease, and women's health. There'll be pharmacy upgrades to ensure that the cancer care center here continues to be the regional hub for cancer care surgery. And there's a long-awaited establishment of the renal care services, the new dialysis center here in this region, which will go to tender, I understand, later this year and begin construction early next year. And I know that there are many people who have lobbied for that to happen over a number of years. So this is an important day, but it doesn't happen without partnerships. It's true for the personal care home, it's true for the